nicely drawn apprentice allowance, competent rider and Colin's story.
Yes, Colin's been riding very well for the stable. This horse won a very good race on Jockeys International Day with Sean Cormack from the front, this course and distance. He doesn't seem to be the same horse down the Vol straight, and we also tried him over a bit further, which didn't bear any fruit. I'm expecting a decent run from this horse.
Kajiva and the Hangman, two exceptionally strong runners. Kajiva bidding for a hat-trick, and the Hangman did everything but win in his second run back after surgery.
Yes, I'm very happy with both of them. Obviously both have got bigger fish to fry later on in the season. They're not at their absolute top. Horses like Wiley Hall and Tolina are probably more game ready, and they're very well treated at the weights. So healthy respect for them, but mine are not prayerless.
Okay, then three very competitive fillies in race number 5 in Amber Orchid, City of Athens and Filly Bushwhacker.
Yeah, all have come right at the right time, let's put it that way. Amber Orchid has been a bit of an enigma. I've had a lot of different little things going wrong with her, and we're hoping that we're on top of everything. If she is right, she would be my selection of the three. Obviously, Filly Bushwhacker has found her form now, and I think this course will suit her. She's also come down in the rating, so that she really is, I think, well treated at the weights. City of Athens, it would be too sharp for her if she does get a run, but I wouldn't leave anything out.
Okay, then of course, Pomodoro, his reputation precedes him, and of course, White Line Fever, cracking run in the J&B Met, two high-class individuals.
They are high class, and I think both of them, for me, stand out in this race, 1 and 2. Obviously, Pomodoro, we expect to need the run, but he's come out fresh more times than not and done the business. So, he's never without a chance. I think I've got both horses exactly where I want them, and I think this race is tailor-made for White Line Fever, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pomodoro upstaged him.
Then on to the 7th, the high-class filly for the lads. I thought that 14-1 was a very, very generous price about her in the fillies guineas. She's done it all, and obviously we'd like to know how well she is and what your expectation of her is.
Andrew, just to touch on her races on the half felt, I was quite soft on her for her first 2 runs here leading into that Steinhoff mile on Dingaan's day, and she pulled very hard in that mile, and that you can just put a line through that run. I gave her a break, and she took a little bit of time to come to hand, and I was quite happy with her run last time out because she needed it very badly. However, she's come on a ton, and I've got her where I want her. She's drawn well with Pierre on. I think 14-1 is a big price.
The draw has not been kind to you in the Colts Guineas with regard to Fort Bellini and Mercado. They both got claims form-wise, but Lance looks to be the standout of your 3.
Yes, look, Lance has got the draw, so we're thankful. Both Mercado and Fort Bellini can finish off really strongly, so to drop them out isn't a problem at all. Lance needed his last run quite badly. I think he's come on a lot, and I think he'll go really, really close to winning this.
When we see in the computer form the comment respiratory noise, is that a Jetmaster thing, or is it something that you should read into?
Well, listen, what I've taken from it, whether I'm wrong or right, we'll find out on Saturday, is that he's a horse that needs a hang of a lot of work, and I don't think he's been getting the work that he's needed. And for me, it's more thick-winded than anything else. We have scoped him on regular occasions and haven't found anything, a problem with his breathing and his mechanics. So, what happens in the race, I'm not too sure, but I just felt that I think I've been taking it a bit easy on this horse, and I've given him a much harder, more aggressive preparation, and I think it might be what he's looking for.
One of your favourite horses, Barak, for obvious reasons, and Tresco, who's come off 4 consecutive wins, very strong hand in the 9th.
I think we've got a strong hand. I mean, I still respect Sivoplay and Seal.
Yeah.
Sivoplay may not have handled the heavy going as well as Barak did the last time. Other than that, there are a few at the bottom of the weights that have got chances. So I'm not overly bullish, but I think it's a very strong coupling. Both have come through their preparation very well, and they both enjoy this thing out the ground. So I think they both got to go in, and maybe you don't have to put too many in this race.
The question is he ready, or is he more than ready?
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He is going to be ready. We've got to take on two horses with a bit of experience. They've got to run under their belts. If he's not too green on the day, he should give a good account of himself.
Yeah, I think this the stallion has had very few runners in South Africa, but the ones that we have seen have been way above average, and he's an awfully expensive stallion to get to in Australia.
Yeah, obviously we're very lucky to have stock like this. Hopefully, if he does reproduce his homework, he's a big runner. She was a 93 merit rating when she won this race last year. I feel like she's doing very well at home now. She's improved a lot, and I'm expecting a much better performance from her.
Okay, then on to the Horse of the Year for KwaZulu-Natal Festival of Fire. She takes on a high-quality field, but she is a high-quality filly.
Yeah, obviously she's got a lot of class about her. She needed her last start very badly down in Durban. She's going to have a work cut out. There's a couple of very nice horses who are well in at the weights. But this is just a stepping stone for the feature race season coming up.
It's not often that you get represented in a fillies guineas by two grey fillies, particularly of the talent of these two. Let's start off with Dashing.
Yeah, her last run was very good. She's come on many lengths from that run. She's got a very aggressive nature about her in her races. She wants to get going from the jump. If Kevin can settle her, then and she can see out the 1600, her work's been extremely good. Then I'm expecting her to give a good account of herself.
And the other filly, seeing her work the other morning, looking at her pedigree, bearing in mind that last year's Triple Tiara winner was by Tiger Ridge, she's a high-class filly, and she's done absolutely nothing wrong since she started racing.
Yeah, she should get the trip, no problem. She got the benefit of a very good draw. She'll be against our toughest opposition to date. We haven't raced in feature race company before, so we've got it all to prove still. But she's doing very well at home, and I'm sure she'll give an honest performance.
Okay, and then Tarish, who's got a 14-length winning margin on the times that he has won. He's a horse that clearly doesn't show you a hell of a lot at home, but he's more than decent on his day.
Yeah, it's extremely frustrating. He really doesn't show us much at home. But I feel these last 2 weeks he's turned the corner, and we've started working hand in hand with each other instead of working against each other. But his two starts in feature race company were a bit disappointing. He never really looked like winning the race, so he's going to have a bit to find on that. But we did have excuses, and I never know with this horse. He's just not a great workhorse, but hopefully he delivers.